Less than 2 months remain until vengeance. It's good old JR Jim Ross and Jerry the King Lawler at ringside. And the battle to determine WWE Films' next leading man continues tonight.
And this is one superstar who's got to prove that he's the real deal, in and out of the ring.
It looks to me like he's ready to do just that, King.
Well, I guess we'll have to see if that's the truth, or if he's just acting.
This match is born out of a rivalry over a movie role. But there's more on the line than whose name winds up on the marquee.
That's right. Only the top superstars star in a WWE Films project. And if you weren't a main eventer before, you sure will be after.
He's done just about everything there is to do as Intercontinental Champion, with several title reigns to his credit.
And this might be his chance to take the next step in his career.
Come on, he's not even supposed to be involved in this match.
I think someone's angling for a little more screen time.
And I don't think his rival appreciates the interference.
I'm sure he doesn't. Not after what they did to each other last week.
It looks like he's heading backstage. But I wonder if we've seen the last of him tonight.
I wouldn't bet on it. He's not about to let someone else steal his thunder.
I've got a feeling that this has all the makings of an instant classic.
That's probably just gas, JR.
Well, I did have some good old Oklahoma barbecue before tonight's show, but I don't think that's it, King.
Looks like someone's heading for the high rent district. It's like he read his opponent's mind. His opponent telegraphed that one.
He's a slippery devil. This match is going...
Oh, boy. These top rope moves can go either way. Did you ever think you'd be watching these superstars compete against each other here tonight, JR?
I had a feeling their paths were going to cross sooner or later, and I'm glad I'm here to see it.
Me too. It almost makes it worth having to sit next to you and listen to those corny expressions of yours. What the heck is a government mule anyway?
It's what you get beat like. We're in the middle of a... Oh, man, I think we're about to see a high-risk move here.
He's going for the pin.
1, 2.
Man, is there even going to be...
He's going up. This could backfire. Up the turnbuckle he goes. I hope he knows what he's doing.
I think we're going to find out just how much punishment the human body can withstand here tonight.
I think you're right, King. These superstars seem intent on taking each other to the limit.
I love that attitude, JR. Go big or go home.
Well, these superstars sure aren't going home until this match is settled once and for all.
Can you believe we actually get... I think someone's going for a high-risk move, JR. These superstars are beating the heck out of each other, and this crowd can't get enough of it.
It's what they paid to see, King, and they're getting their money's worth tonight.
They sure are, JR. There's no question these superstars are earning their paychecks. I talked to these superstars backstage before the match, and I don't think I've ever...
That's a short climb, but a potentially long fall.
We could have a pinfall here, JR.
2, 3.
It's great to hear the fans come. He has certainly won over the fans tonight.
And when you're the last man left standing in the ring, that's a point in your favor.
This makes me wonder if his two opponents were working together from the start.
I don't know. It could just be a case of having a common enemy.
Well, they certainly have one in this man. His charisma is simply off the charts.
All the more reason for a little bit of team effort, if you know what I'm saying.
Just so you know, I had nothing to do with what happened last week. I don't need help taking you out, and I don't want help. You might have been physically attacked, but my reputation was attacked too, and I just can't afford that right now.
Welcome to Raw, where we're just over a month away from Vengeance. Jim Ross and Jerry Lawler at ringside. And tonight we've got a main event. That's 2 rematches in 1.
That's right, JR. A triple threat match between our 3 would-be movie stars.
And there are rumors going around that 2 of them are working together.
That doesn't make any sense. They're all going for the same thing. Why would any of them help a rival?
He's demonstrated his superior charisma and physical skills for several weeks, and they'll be on display again here tonight.
And for his sake, they'd better be at their peak, because you know Stephanie McMahon's watching this match very closely.
There's a lot of speculation that this superstar might be one half of a conspiracy against WWE Films' likely leading man.
That's ridiculous. Both members of that so-called conspiracy denied anything like that was going on.
He might have behaved unethically when he interfered last week, but it did get him back into the running for the WWE Films project.
And that's all that matters. When the stakes are this high, the ends definitely justify the means.
And it's been reversed.
He turned the tables on his opponent with that one. Ugh. He saw that one coming.
I don't think Johnny Nitro's winning over any fans here tonight.
Nitro's not worried about him.
That's a short climb, but a potentially long fall.
I don't understand why you like Carlito so much, JR. What, did he lie to you and tell you that you were cool or something?
I've never been accused of being cool by Carlito or anyone else, King. Quite frankly, I'm not sure I'd know cool if it bit me on my Oklahoma Sooner backside.
If any superstar shows the slightest hint of weakness, they've lost the match.
That's for sure. No matter how beat up you are, you can't ever let your opponent know the extent of your injuries.
Looks like someone's heading for the high-rent district. I don't think these superstars have any intention of taking it easy on each other tonight.
That's not what they signed up for, King. And quite frankly, I think these fans would be disappointed if they didn't go all out.
Well, that's easy for the fans to say. They've never set foot inside that ring.
No, but they spend their hard-earned dollar. You're putting a lot on the line when you climb that turnbuckle. He's a slippery devil.
Man, is there even going to be anything left of these superstars by the time they're done?
Not if they have their way, King. Everything they came in here with tonight is going to be left in that ring, mark my words.
I hope these fans appreciate it, JR. These superstars are putting it all on the line for them right here tonight. Jeff Hardy's a great singles competitor, but tag team action is where he really shines.
Not to take away from Hardy's multiple tag team title reigns, but Jeff has also enjoyed great solo. These top rope moves are always difference makers, for better or worse. I tell you, King, sometimes I get he must be looking for a weapon of some kind.
You're not going to win a match by insulting your opponent.
No, but having the crowd behind you can certainly get the adrenaline pumping.
Oh, man! Did you hear that chair shot, JR?
It was a damn setup from the start. They were working together.
Yeah, it sure looks that way. They sure had me fooled.
And for the first time, this superstar leaves the match looking like he got the worst of it.
And that's not going to do his reputation any favors.
Who would have thought that the competition would be this vicious for a movie role?
It's not just a movie role. It's money, power, and prestige. The only things that matter.
Listen, I didn't mean to put you in a handicap match like that, and I'm not happy about being played for a fool either. I'm bringing in someone to help you teach those two a lesson. He's a WWE and Hollywood legend. If you smell what I'm cooking.
We are 1 month away from vengeance. This is the old Oklahoma Sooner Jim Ross here with Jerry the King Lawler. And tonight, it's all about revenge.
That's right. Last week, this wannabe leading man got sucker punched by the competition.
And that may have hurt his chances of earning that WWE Films contract.
It sure could have. Who's going to buy a ticket to see a movie starring a loser?
After secretly conspiring against his opponent last week, I'd love to see him get some payback here tonight.
Well, with his partner at that meeting in Hollywood, we just might see it.
Wait a damn minute. He's not even supposed to be here tonight.
He got him again. That's 2 weeks in a row.
My gosh, what a vicious assault. What's gotten into him?
Simple. He wants to make an impact and become the most famous face on Raw.
He's made an impact, all right. A sickening impact that may have left his victim unable to compete.
And he might have messed up those movie star looks, too. It must burn you up to see a cocky young superstar like Knight. I think someone's going for a high-risk move, JR.
What a reversal.
This has gone beyond just being a match, JR. I think these superstars genuinely hate each other.
There's no love lost between these competitors. He's climbing up. I'm not so sure this is a good idea. These top rope moves are always difference makers, for better or worse.
His opponent telegraphed that one.
It's great to hear the fans come alive every time Jeff Hardy sets foot in the ring.
Yeah, but I could do without all of his shrieking female fans.
Well, it sounds like someone's a little jealous. I'm sure you wouldn't mind nearly as much if they were shrieking at you. Oh, boy, he's a slippery devil.
I don't think Here he goes! Up the turnbuckle! This could be really good or really bad.
He's going up. This could backfire. He may get the 3 count here.
1, 2.
Well, from the looks of things, it's not hard to tell how this one's gonna go.
What are you talking about, King? I think this is still an extremely competitive match that could go either way.
You know, JR, it's obvious that the only exercise you get is stretching the truth or jumping to conclusions.
Well, judging from the shape I'm in, I don't appear to be doing too much of either, King. You're looking pretty fit, though, I must say.
Wow! Listen to these fans, JR!
You can fool some of the people all of the time, and all the people some of the time. I don't think he's climbing up there for the view.
He's going for the pin!
1, 2, 3.
You talk about ruthless aggression. Look at the
I don't know what he was thinking trying to compete after that assault.
He must have gotten the sense knocked out of him.
And his opponent sure seems happy with himself.
Why shouldn't he? He pulled a fast one on all of us and might have taken his rival out of the running.
I'd hope that WWE Films wouldn't pass him over for the role just because he was ambushed.
They might. Nobody's gonna cast a whipping boy as the hero of their movie.
Don't get cocky about our match this week. I don't need anyone's help taking you out of the picture. My partner's taking care of our business in Hollywood this week, and I'm gonna take care of our business in the ring.
You don't really think our general manager's gonna get you that partner he promised you, do you? Everyone knows who he's talking about, and you're not cool enough for the Great One to waste his time on.
Without further ado, let me introduce you to your new partner.
Hey there, kid. My man here tells me you got some trouble that the old hot rod can help you out with. Well, I used to chew bubble gum and kick ass, but I'd give up chewing bubble gum. So now I can kick twice as much ass.
And the two of you are going to get the chance to do just that in a match against the tag team
For
champion.
the title?
Non-title.
Good enough. Come on, kid. Man, you have no idea.
Less than 1 month remains until vengeance. Good evening, everybody. Jim Ross and Jerry Lawler at ringside. And tonight, a true WWE legend returns to the ring.
That's right. Rowdy Roddy Piper's here as a favor to our general manager.
It's always great to see Hot Rod in action, King. But I have to admit, he's not the legend I expected to see.
What do you mean, JR? Who'd you think the GM was talking about?
Well, our general manager got him a legend for a partner, just like he promised. But I have to admit, I was expecting someone else.
Are you serious? I knew exactly who the GM had in mind all along. I just didn't want to ruin the surprise.
Few superstars ever attained the legendary heights that this man has reached. A WrestleMania headliner, a bona fide movie star.
And he can raise hell like nobody else. Let's not forget that.
I just want to mention again that the Tag Team Championship is not on the line in tonight's match.
No, but a win over the tag team champs would establish anyone as a tag team to be reckoned with.
The champions don't have to worry about losing their title tonight, but their opponents could make a big impact with a win.
And no disrespect intended, but if their opponents are half as good as they look on paper, the champs have their work cut out for them.
Ladies and gentlemen, a big raw welcome from Cheese Country, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Jim Ross here with Jerry the King Lawler.
These Milwaukee fans are incredible, JR. I've never seen a crowd as fired up as this one is here tonight.
That's because they know they're about to see the greatest superstars in sports entertainment, King, the superstars of Raw. Would you look at that? And here's the pin.
These fans can't stand it when he does this, JR, but I think it's great.
He's sure not going to win over any fans with that move, but I don't think that bothers. He's climbing up. I'm not so sure this is a good idea. A reversal. Can he capitalize on it? JTG. I don't think he's climbing up there for the view.
I think it's pretty obvious which way this one's going to go, JR.
Well, from my perspective, this is still anybody's match.
I'd like to see things from your perspective, JR, but I'd have to get my head out of my rear end first.
And Lord knows it's been up there for so long that that would be no easy feat.
He turned the tables on his opponent with that one. I can't believe he countered that one. You can look at any professional sport you want, JR, and you won't find more incredible athletes than the WWE superstars.
You're not wrong, King. They compete every week until they are physically incapable of continuing. There's no off-season in the WWE.
We're not talking about running a ball down a field or slapping a puck into a net. This is serious physical competition.
It sure is. The toughest athletes in the world are on the WWE roster, and that's a fact. I don't know if you'd say that the challengers had screen presence, but they certainly had ring presence.
That's for sure. That was a huge win over the tag team champions.
I'm sure the champs were embarrassed by that loss, but at least they kept the title.
Yeah, but it's tough to recover from an embarrassment like that.
I can only imagine that the challengers must have impressed Stephanie McMahon tonight.
They impressed me, that's for sure. Let's see if they can keep it up.
I'm very interested to see how you and your partner work together on Raw. After your chief rival no-showed our meeting, I'm certainly looking for a good excuse not to do business with him. I hope you'll give me one.
You don't really think our general manager's gonna get you that part?
It's JR here with the King at ringside, and movie madness continues to sweep through Raw.
You're not kidding. These guys are tearing each other apart for that movie contract.
Even the alliances between the superstars are starting to crumble.
You've got to expect that. There's a lot of ego, a lot of fame, and a lot of money on the line.
He's got his sights set on a big win at Vengeance, which just might land him the WWE Films movie contract he's been looking for.
Yeah, but that's still a few weeks off. He needs to make sure he focuses on tonight's match.
Some call him crazy, and others say he's crazy like a fox. He's always got a plan for victory, but how does his partner feel about following his lead?
If he's smart, he'll just shut up and go along with it. You don't second guess a legend like him.
He certainly didn't care for his partner referring to him as sidekick. But has that issue blown over, or will it affect this match?
Look, sometimes there's tension in a team, and that's normal. But if he's a professional, he won't let it slow him down.
In recent weeks, we've seen this superstar behave in an almost condescending manner toward his partner.
I don't think that's it at all. He's already done everything that his partner looks forward to doing, so maybe he's earned the right to think a little highly of himself.
This match is going to continue until someone's completely debilitated. And considering the resiliency of these superstars, there's no room for error when you're on the top rope.
He's going for the pin!
1, 2.
Can you believe we actually get... I think someone's going for a high-risk move, JR. Here's the pin! Could this be it? I don't know where he thinks he's going. This could be a mistake. Here he goes. Up the turnbuckle. This could be really good or really bad.
That went nowhere.
I can't believe he countered that one. Jeff Hardy's aerial offense is amazing, but if you can keep him grounded, you're halfway to beating him.
That might be true, but as many of his opponents have proven, that's easier said than done. I'll tell you what, it wouldn't hurt my feelings. You're putting a lot on the line when you climb that turnbuckle.
You talk about ruthless aggression. Look at the way these superstars have been going after each other.
They're not playing with kid gloves, that's for sure.
We knew we were going to see a heck of a match, but this might turn out to be... No. Go ahead and say it, JR.
All right, I will. I think this one's got all the makings of a...
Climbing up the turnbuckle isn't bad. It's all the ways you can come down that hurt. I I think it's pretty obvious which way this one's gonna go, JR.
Well, from my perspective, this is still anybody's match.
I'd like to see things from your perspective, JR, but I'd have to get my head out of my rear end first.
And Lord, I don't think he's climbing up there for the view.
You gotta respect the commitment and the dedication of these superstars to their careers.
No question about it, King. Every superstar on the roster has had to make more sacrifices than any other professional athlete I know.
It really is like being married to your career. There's not much room for anything else.
And marriage is a subject which you happen to be something of an authority. Isn't that right, King?
Come on now, JR.
Up the turnbuckle he goes. I hope he knows what he's doing. We could be looking at a pinfall here, folks.
2, 3.
These superstars are... Oh, man. He is not a happy camper.
He's letting the pressure get to him, and that's a dangerous mistake.
And make no mistake about it, there is a tremendous amount of pressure on these superstars.
Absolutely. Competing for that starring role could make or break any of them.
And I've got to think that Stephanie McMahon won't look too favorably on this tantrum.
Maybe, maybe not. I've never understood the whole Hollywood thing myself.
Did you see that? Did you see that? You took my advice and you picked up the win now. That's the way it works. Shoot, as long as they follow my advice, even the most mediocre superstars can make it to the top in this business. That's why I'm hot rod and you're not. Well, I just heard we got ourselves a little match this week.